Texas Governor Greg Abbott says he is not backing down and will fight to keep the floating buoy barriers along the southern border. Fox's Chelsea Torres joining us now live in Eagle Pass, Texas, where those barriers are located. So, Chelsea, bring us up to speed. What exactly is happening down there?
Sure, Anthony. Just last week is when the federal appeals court actually ordered the state of Texas to remove those buoys, and Governor Abbott basically said that these buoys help mitigate any migrants crossing the border illegally. So he filed a petition in hopes that the court will reconsider their decision. Now, the buoy barrier itself spans about 1,000 feet into the Rio Grande, and the U.S. Department of Public Safety has told me ever since those buoys have been in place that they've actually noticed less people crossing right in that area. However, the U.S. Justice Department believes the buoys violate a river act, saying the Rio Grande is a navigable river and there really shouldn't be anything to obstruct vessels passing through. They did order Texas to remove the barriers, but Abbott says he's not going to do that. He actually told Fox News on Sunday that the river is not navigable and will continue to fight to keep those buoys in place.
And if we lose it, we will be taking that to the United States Supreme Court, because we know Texas has the right to legally deploy those buoys in the water to prevent people from entering our country and our state illegally.
Now, I did reach out to DPS, and they said they cannot comment at this time because this is still in the litigation process, but those buoys are still intact. I did reach out to the governor's office, but they directed me to the attorney general's office, who has not gotten back to me at this time. Now, these are just marine barriers, right? That's what the buoys are. There's also land barriers, as you know, such as things like the wall, but also those barbed wires that you see along the Rio Grande, and that's kind of what's back there. It might be hard to see because it's so dark, but I'm over here in between the bridges on Eagle Pass, and there are several hundred migrants that are actually behind me, all waiting to be processed. Most of them right here in this little orange fence area are males, and then there's several, about 100 or so families that are over here on my left side. That's what's happening here in Eagle Pass, Texas. Chelsea Torres, Fox 26 News.
Yeah, this ongoing battle could work its way up to the U.S. Supreme Court, but we want to hear from you here tonight. Do you think the buoy barriers will be put back into the Rio Grande? 85% of you say yes. If you would like to chime in on this conversation, you can always open up your Fox 26 mobile app, or just go ahead and scan that QR code right there on your screen. Make it easy for you to download, because we certainly want to hear what you guys have to say.